I wanted to make the story time for Halloween, but since my lazy ass couldn't do shit, so here we are, doing it in February. So I'm sure all of you heard about ghosts and Ouija board. I myself had an interest in both of them for many years, and I was always curious if there really is something. I mean, I heard lots of stories from my friends and family members, and I always felt like they were just telling me some sort of scene from a horror movie. I don't blame people that do not believe in ghosts. People nowadays use ghosts to get those views, and I despise that. Because you're basically lying to your audience, while I think you should just be honest and tell if you really can see spirits. Since I've summoned ghosts before and even gnomes, don't ask about that, I can give you like 100% that there is something out there. I mean, you don't have to believe me. I'm just saying what I've seen. So I might keep that story for the next time about me summoning spirits with my friend, since it's quite long and deserves a separate video. As you can read the title, you can tell that I had some spooky Ouija board experience, and I actually ended up seeing shit after it, which clearly wasn't the best experience. So for many years I was curious if Ouija board was actually real, since last time I checked if Charlie Charlie Challenge was real, and nope, it was actually quite fake. So me and my friends had like a free class and we were bored, and I offered, hey guys, how about if we play some Ouija board? And it's totally not dangerous.com. And since those two idiots are uneducated lesbians just like me, they gladly agreed. Wowie, Nicole, of course, let's do it! And yes, my friend is a trash can. So we went to the third floor and we decided to play it in ladies' room. That's what girls do in the bedrooms, boys. They summon fucking demons. Since we didn't have an actual board, we made it out of glass paper. It was about the faint outer, which made me think if we can actually summon the outer instead. After we were done with the board, I took the lead with my friend, while the other one was actually too afraid to get her hands on it. What a fucking pussy. So the board wasn't really moving, but like a little bit. So I was just assuming Blender was moving it. We spent some time trying to figure it out, cause it was either moving or it wasn't. After a few moments I heard a noise, as if somebody was screeching. I saw my friend standing in shock, and I at first didn't get why these two lesbians were screaming, until I figured out how the hand dryer turned on by itself. And before that I asked the spirit to give us a sign if it's really here. And before you all get all salty in comments, Nicole, maybe a fly turned it on, like flew by and turned it on, but it makes no sense. Pin the button to turn it on, and none of us was near a device. Neither was someone in the bathroom besides us. So I obviously had to turn it off because they were too scared of it. After it, we were scared of the third floor, and story isn't ending here. But Kazun also has an experience to share.
Okay, so I don't know if I really necessarily believe in ghosts. On one hand, they're not scientifically provable at all, so convincing myself that they truly exist is hard for me. On the other hand, I've had some really creepy crap happen to me that's really just scarily coincidental, that the only possible explanation are crazy dead people haunting the living. So, there's 3 houses on my property. We have our main house, then 2 smaller houses that we usually rent out to people. The closest one to our house, however, I swear to Jesus himself, is haunted. Listen, every time I walk in there, I get this horrible feeling someone is watching me. It doesn't happen with the other small house. These 2 houses are exactly identical in layout and structure, so it's definitely not because of the way the house looks. I don't tell my friends about this because we like having sleepovers at that house, but even they, mind you, without me telling them, always comment on how creepy the house feels. It's totally haunted. Someone call the Pope. He would agree with me probably. So one time we were playing hide and seek. I ended up hiding in the closet, and no, that's not some hidden metaphor for my sexuality. No one bothered to look in there, so I ended up winning. However, when I tried to open the door again, it wouldn't open. I instantly got this horrible feeling of dread, like someone was right behind me. I started screaming, yanking on the door until my cousin opened it with no problem at all. I have never opened that closet door since then, and that was like 6 years ago.
After a few weeks, I started having this weird dream every day where I'm in this white room, and some people behind the glass asked me to help this lady to reach the other door, but I wasn't allowed to look at her. So the lady was pitch black from head to toe in black dress. Once I got her to the other side of the room, something made me look up and stare at her black empty face. And that's how my dream always ends. Until one day I was at school in the cafeteria eating while my friend was talking about Uranus. I was looking through the window to see a black figure, just like in my dream, walk out of the tree she was behind and walk slowly until she faded away, right in front of my eyes. I just stared at her and I couldn't stop. And felt like I was dreaming, but I wasn't. My friend noticed that I was acting weird and she made me snap out of it. And you don't even imagine how freaked out I was. I couldn't sleep at night for a good month because I felt like I was being watched by her. I was like, I was kind of surprised and paranoid about it. And the lady spirit turned out to be a demon from Ouija board that, according to my another friend, that sees ghosts and has connection to them, clearly was dangerous. And that ghost pretty much wanted to, kill me by doing certain things. Which I won't tell because it's a bit too cruel to know. But now it's gone, because my friend got it away. Let's just say the spirit failed at her job. At least she tried.